Welcome to Tech Learners. Today we will discuss Java selection or conditional statements. As we had seen in the last lecture that these statements are the statements which are to be executed based on some conditions, and there are three statements provided by Java: if else and switch. In the last lecture we already have discussed about the if statement. So if you have not seen that video, please watch the video first and then come back to this video. In today's video, we will talk about if-else statement. So let's talk about the if-else statement. The drawback of if statement was that we know what statements to be executed when the condition is true, but we had no idea that what to be executed when the condition is false. So in if-else statement, that drawback has been removed. So now we have two separate blocks, one for the if and one for the else block. So if the condition is true, then the block within the if block that is executed, and on the other hand, if the condition is false, then the block with else statement is executed. Right? Let me repeat. If the condition is true, then the block with the if statements are executed, and if the condition is false, then the blocks or statements with the else is executed. So now let's see this if else with the Java program. So here I have a very simple Java program based on if else condition. So you can see this is a simple if else block where we have two separate blocks. One, this is the if block and this is the else block. So inside the if, this is the resultant. It should be true or false, the boolean value. So I have discussed this into the last lecture. So here we should have a boolean value, either true or false. If this is true, then this if block will be executed, and if this is false, then the else block will be executed. Right now I have this true, so let me show you that this if block will be executed. So let me compile and show you the output. So you can see as there was a true, so inside if was executed as condition was true. And yes, this is the separate statement which was actually out of both the blocks. You can see this is which will be executed at any case because this is out of the if else block. So if this value will be false, so let me write the boolean value false. So what should happen? Now the else block statements should be executed, right? So let me compile and show you the output. So you can see inside else, so the only else block is executed here. As we had discussed that here we can use direct boolean value, or we can use a boolean variable, or we can use comparative conditions. So let me have a comparative condition. Let's say I is equal to 5. Now this I, so let's see what will be the result of this comparative condition. I, we know that this is I variable, this is equal to 5, so we are comparing 5 with 5, so this is a true value. So the result of this condition will be true. So here we have true, that means the block inside the if statements will be executed. So let me compile and show you the output. What is the output in this case? You can see right inside if as condition is true. Let me change the condition. If I'll write something, if I is less than 5. So now what is this? This is false because I is not less than 5. I is basically equal to 5. I have made separate videos for these relational and conditional operators and logical operators. You can watch those videos of different operators. So here we have this is I is less than 5, the result is false. So in that case this else block will be executed. So let me compile and show you the output. Right inside else block. So let me show you with another example. Let's say if I use something like this, not, and then I is equal to 5. Now what will be the result of this? So this is I is equal to 5. First let us evaluate what will be the result of this. I is 5, this is equal to 5, so this is true. Now we have used a negation operator onto the true value, not operator, always invert the value. So now this true will become false. So the final result inside this condition is false. That means the else block will be executed. So let us compile and see what is the result of this. Right, this is the else block. We can use multiple conditions also, right? Let's say if I use I operator and I write I is equal to 5. So now what will happen? This is I is equal to 5. Whether this is true or false, this is true. So one side the result is true and on the other side the result is false. And we are using an OR operator. So OR operator behaves whenever any of the two conditions is true, the result is always true. So we can see as this is true, so the result of whole condition will be true. For more clearance, you can watch the logical operator video where I have explained this OR operator in detail. So the result of this whole condition is true. In that case, this block with the if will be executed. Let me compile this, let me close this and see the output. So you can see inside if the condition is true. So this is a very simple if else. The logic is very simple. Whenever this condition is true, the if block will be executed, and whenever this condition is false, the else block will be executed. Hopefully you have understood the logic of if else selection statement. For more statement, tune in, subscribe the channel and keep watching.